Welcome back to the Ramen.
The soup for college students. Ben, did you know they shoot a lot of movies in Louisiana and even here in Baton Rouge?
Wow, K-squared, I had no idea.
Actually, there's a Jim Caviezel movie called Transit and it's being filmed in Baton Rouge right here, right now.
Shazam! We really should have sent a reporter out there so that our viewers could get a sneak peek of the movie.
Ben, I'm way ahead of you. Ramen reporter Liz Schock was on the scene just feet away from the movie set. Liz, take it away.
Right behind me, you see Transit being filmed right now. It stars Jim Caviezel, who starred in Passion of the Christ as Jesus. Let's see what we can find. Right now, we are watching a scene actually being filmed. Right behind me, as you can see, they are resetting the scene for the 5th time. They keep reshooting the scene over and over, and it's just getting more exciting.
Go straight, guy. Don't turn right into them.
Again, this is Liz Schock reporting for Tiger TV's The Ramen, and I've just showed you an up-close look at the up-and-coming movie Transit. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Liz. Speaking of movies, here's your movie mogul, Sydney Armstrong, to tell you what movies to look forward to this weekend.
Thanks, guys. With a much-needed long weekend over with, there's no excuse why you weren't at the movies. But don't you worry, because if you missed out on the last weekend's latest, this Friday's 4 new exciting flicks will have you running back to theaters. Starting us off, Legendary, starring John Cena, Patricia Clarkson, and Danny Glover. Legendary is about a young boy whose family is left in shambles following a tragic car accident. Fortunately for moviegoers, he decides to join his high school wrestling team in an attempt to reunite his family. So if you're looking for a feel-good movie, check out Legendary. Also out is the latest of the Resident Evil movies, Resident Evil Afterlife and The Romantics. Resident Evil Afterlife is, of course, none other than 3D. Many Resident Evil fans are pumped about this new release with their favorite leading lady, Alice, kicking some serious zombie butt. But if you're like me, a girl/non-video gamer, well then Resident Evil Afterlife is just going to be another action-packed 3D movie for your boyfriend to enjoy. The Romantics, starring Katie Holmes and Anna Paquin, is filled with drama, which I know is exciting for all the girls out there. In this movie, Holmes and Paquin are best friends in a love triangle at Paquin's character's own wedding, for which Katie Holmes is the maid of honor. So what's all the drama about, you might be asking? Well, Katie Holmes, the maid of honor, starts to have feelings for her best friend's fiancé. What a horrible best friend. In this movie filled with romance, drama, and comedy, you'll witness 2 best friends rivaling one another for the attention of the groom. And last but not least, out this Friday is one of the most recent hyped-up comedies, The Virginity Hit. I'm sure you've all seen the billboards around Baton Rouge asking the question, still a virgin? Call this 800 number. Well, like many people, if you call the number, don't be embarrassed, because it's just a movie produced by the comical hero Will Ferrell. The Virginity Hit deals with 4 friends surviving friends with benefits, internet hookups, and more, as they try to document their virgin buddies' first sexual encounter. Already getting plenty of buzz in college towns, The Virginity Hit was actually filmed mostly in New Orleans and resembles a documentary style of the film Sex Drive, or as being acclaimed, the American Pie for the YouTube generation. Although Will Ferrell is not actually in the movie, I bet audience will not be disappointed with this comedy. So stop calling the Still a Virgin hotline number and get excited about seeing The Virginity Hit out Friday. Tops of the box office for the past weekend included The American and the just-released Machete as the highest-grossing films. The American, starring George Clooney, made $19.5 million in its first weekend, and Machete, starring Danny Trejo, racked in $14 million for its first weekend as well. Still on the list is Takers in the number 3 slot, totaling $40 million in its second weekend out. The Last Exorcism, also in its second weekend, made $33.5 million and landed in at number 4. And I guess romantic movie lovers didn't ooh and ah about the film Going the Distance, starring Drew Barrymore and Justin Long, coming in at only number 5, just making $8.6 million this weekend. Now make sure to stay tuned for next week, because some more awesome movies are coming your way, including Devil, Easy A, and The Town, starring everyone's hunk Ben Affleck. But for now, check out these commercials.